Oh, fuck. Hold on one second. Well, we're live.
We're live.
Okay, hold on. Let me go. Oh, no. Okay, so then I go bada bing. I click on this, pin it.
Single. There you go.
And then how do I full screen? Oh, I go. Wait, where is it? How do I make Jerry full? Yep, there we go.
Am I screen sharing?
Just hold on 1 second here, guys. Oh, there we are.
What is that delay like? Is that like 10 seconds?
Yeah, it's like 10 seconds. Let me do one thing. Let me go get my phone charger out of my camera bag, everybody. Plug in my phone so I can see chat, and then we'll start the show right after that.
Got a plug right here for you.
Oh, you got one?
Right.
Don't worry, everybody. Nick D came in clutch. We got a phone plug. Oh.
Hey, did that just break your phone?
No. No, it's been broken. Now I can use my phone for other stuff, not as the camera/item we're recording on. All right, everybody, welcome.
Look at us.
Yeah.
Upgrades.
Over the show, episode 20. What the? 28. 28. Tubi, Nick D,
Welcome.
Jarvis Jerry,
Boop, boop, bop, boop.
wherever he is on the screen, if he's even there right now.
No.
Tonight's episode, we're doing Obi-Wan Kenobi. That's right.
Kenobi.
Kenobi's the name of the show?
Yeah.
There we go. See, I'm such a fool. All right.
Not
Kenobi
at
show.
Not at all.
On Disney Plus. Episodes 1 through 3. We'll also then be doing a tier list of our favorite Jedi. And then we will go over last week's comments, if we had any. And talk about those.
Yeah.
Start the show off, though. Let's just go with Nick. Have you watched anything new recently?
I watched The Boys last night. The first 3 episodes of The Boys, yeah.
And that's the new season that just came out.
Yeah, season 3. Really like it.
Yeah.
Really, really good. I think you'll dig it. I think it's definitely worth checking out. Like, especially like I was gonna say, like, you should just put it on in the background while you're doing something. But I will say, I tried to with those 3 episodes last night. I went in doing that, and I just got sucked in. Didn't do anything else.
And this is what season?
3.
3. Okay.
Jared, do you know what day do they come out? Like, is it
Fridays?
Fridays.
Oh my god, it's like the longest.
And are they doing 3 at a time, or what's the deal?
No, I think it's going to switch to once a week.
Once a week. It was 3 to kick it off.
Just the 3 to start it, get you hooked. You could pull your mic closer to you, Nick, so you don't have to lean over so far.
I'm not leaning. Am I leaning over? My bad.
A little bit when you're talking. No, it's not.
It was like a subconscious thing. You know what I mean? Like I didn't even realize that I was, because I'm also trying to look at tubes, so I'm trying to turn a little bit.
Yeah. And we're looking at the camera. It's all, dude.
We're getting used to it.
Face each other like a conversation.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but then you're not facing the camera, and then we're not looking at the screen. There's so many different things going on here, Jerry.
Exactly.
But,
we'll figure it out.
People know. People fucking know. They know.
We'll get a team that will feed you info into earpieces.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. All right.
What about you? What are you watching?
Well, I had more questions about The Boys. Let's not end The Boys here.
Yeah.
First off, I think that when The Boys ends, you should do a little mini review-y
I'd be down.
on it.
Jared's caught up as well, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, how many episodes did he do in this whole season?
Was the last
probably
season
8.
like 8?
8?
Yeah, it's not. But each one's like an hour.
Hour-long
Yeah.
episodes? Okay.
I do really like, because that's immediately what I thought last night when you going back to the drop in 3, that I was like, oh, I would, because you and I were talking about this with, I don't know, Obi-Wan or Kenobi or whatever, where like you could drop them all like Netflix, or you can kind of like piecemeal them out. I almost would really appreciate the second option of like, here's 3, here's 3, here's 3, and you're out. So that way you can binge a little bit, but then you get a little bit of a time to be like, ooh, I get to think.
But at that point, you might as well not even call them 1, 2, or 3. You might as well just do part 1, part 2, part 3. Call them a 2-hour little epics.
Yeah, then you're right, because then now you're basically making a movie trilogy. Unless
you want to keep it in that format, because an episode has a certain format.
Yeah. Yeah, which I do appreciate.
So, I mean,
especially in The Boys. Like, I like how with Boys, I think it's like an hour or so, and it feels like the perfect amount of time where you can really dig in on something, but then you're like, all right, on to the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's keep it moving.
This kind of works with what we're talking about tonight, too, so just to bring it all full circle. But I think it totally works with releasing them individually, because it gives an opportunity for people to in the business to do reviews like this.
Yeah.
Talk about it, do whatever, do your, vlog or podcast and all this kind of different shit that people are doing
Commentary,
on
yeah.
the show as it's coming out weekly,
Yeah.
right? But it also gives an opportunity for friends to discuss it,
Yeah,
get
yeah.
hyped, and spread the word.
Yeah.
Because then by episode 3, you've been telling someone, dude, it's getting really fucking good.
Yeah.
Maybe now they're going to tune in and hop in the show.
Yeah.
And then they watch it from that point out and they go back and catch up on the other one.
Yeah.
I mean, the same thing could happen with binging, but I find it to be like that conversation only happens that one time. I watched Stranger Things. I didn't, but I'm just saying, for instance,
Yeah.
I watched Stranger Things. I say, hey, Jerry, dude, I just binged all of Stranger Things. It was fucking dope. I'm probably not bringing that back up the next time I talk to Jerry.
Yeah.
With,
You're right.
Obi-Wan Kenobi, a week later, I go,
It's
the next
always
time I
on
talk to
your
Jerry,
mind.
I'm like, Jerry, did you see this week's episode of Kenobi? You caught up? You know what I mean? And the
Yeah.
conversation starts up again.
Yeah.
I think it actually helps.
I agree. I think you're totally right. I think you're totally
So
right.
I don't know. And I
Yeah.
obviously with Obi-Wan, I love it because right now I am super pumped
Yeah.
to watch next week's episode.
Yeah.
I haven't, to answer your question, what have I been watching? I haven't watched much. I've watched Obi-Wan. I rewatched 1 and 2 again.
Nice.
Um,
I wanted to do that. That recap made me
Mhm.
want to do that.
I've been watching some Impractical Jokers.
Nice.
Started that back up. HBO Max, if anyone's interested. And then I watched the ending or the new episode they did release with Eric Andres.
Sick.
On the True TV app. It had 2-minute commercials in between every segment.
That's brutal.
It was brutal.
Yeah.
It was on their app, which I pretty much downloaded just so I could watch that fucking show because I like it that much.
Yeah.
Don't recommend it though. Don't recommend watching it on their app. But it takes a hot minute for those episodes to end up on HBO. So that's
Yeah.
a little thing there. I watched Chef. I watched Chef the other night.
Oh yeah, you were just talking about
Yeah,
this.
I hadn't seen that movie before. The movie, not the show. The show's great. Seen the show before. Watched all the seasons of that. The movie's excellent. Got great cameos in it.
Who are some cameos?
ScarJo's in it.
Hell yeah.
RDJ's in it.
Ooh.
Obviously, they'd already done Iron Man 1.
Yeah.
I think they were doing Iron Man 2 or about to maybe. That's why ScarJo's in it.
Oh, I
maybe.
didn't realize that this movie was that old. I mean,
Yeah, it's
you know what
2014.
I mean. Yeah.
Well, or maybe. What time did Iron Man 2 come out?
I was just did Iron Man 1
Jerry,
come out
can
in
you give me an Iron
2010?
Man 2 date?
Like
please?
I don't I'm so bad with dates and time.
And then
I
maybe
don't
just
even
pull
know.
up the chef cast. There's a couple other people I'm forgetting. John Leguizamo plays the
Love John
his assistant
Leguizamo.
chef, his sous chef.
Love it.
It's a great movie.
And it's a
Iron Man
dark
2 is
comedy?
2010.
2010. So yeah, they'd already done Iron Man 2 at that point.
Okay.
So he'd already worked with ScarJo a bunch.
Iron Man 2 was 2010. That's
Yeah,
what I
'cause
thought.
Iron Man 1's
was
2008.
Wow, damn! I thought it was 2010.
I'm pretty sure Iron Man 1's 2008.
That's
if I'm not
wild.
mistaken. Yeah. Yeah, watch that. I really enjoyed the Chef movie. I'd put it on a high tier. It's a great film. Just great acting, top to bottom. Jon Favreau is amazing in it. I think he wrote, directed, did the whole top to bottom was him.
Right on.
Great
Written
film.
and directed by Jon Favreau.
Yeah. Fantastic
Sick.
film. Who else is in it there? Robert Downey Jr.
Leguizamo,
Oh, Dustin Hoffman.
Sofia Vergara.
Dustin Hoffman. Yeah, Dustin Hoffman plays a great role. Great role. Yeah, it's a great movie. I really recommend it. Definitely worth checking out. It's an older film, but great film. And anything Favreau does, that's
he's
what's amazing about Favreau. I really got to say, you could do a movie like this, and it's a little bit more of a serious film, and it's great.
Yeah, for real.
But then he does Iron Man, and it's great. the
He's good at
dude's-
comedy. Yeah.
Yeah, he's good at anything he
He's
does.
good at action.
Yeah.
Drama.
Yeah, Favreau, could do no wrong. Yeah, watch that. That's kind of the standout film I can think of right now that I've seen as of recently. I've probably watched other shit, but nothing stand out. Oh, shout out. I watched Mr. Beast.
Oh yeah.
He did his Charlie in the Chocolate Factory video had just come out. Enjoyed it. It wasn't. I will say I was expecting a little more. But it was a great video.
Right on.
Millions of views already, obviously.
Believe it.
Mr. Beast can do no wrong. YouTube's golden boy.
The
Seriously.
golden boy.
And I enjoy his shit. I really like him. Released 2 new chocolates in the video. Out now. Go pick them up. And a great cameo by Matt Stoney in there.
Matt Stoney.
With I said his name the other night.
It's a cool name.
The other
It's
hot
like
dog,
Johnny America or something. It's like
the other hot dog contest dude.
It's like
It's a great name.
Michael
I said it the other night,
Thunderbird or
and
something. Yeah.
it's like on the tip of my tongue right now. Shit, chat, you got me? Anyone in chat? No one's in chat,
like
right?
Nathan.
Nathan like Hot Rod.
No, Nathan is the hot dog contest, isn't it? Nathan's hot
Yeah,
dogs
yeah.
contest or whatever.
Joey
Chestnut.
Armstrong.
Chestnut.
Joey
Joey
Yeah, yeah.
Chestnut.
Yeah. I
Thank
knew
you,
it's
Jerry.
a gangster name.
But
I kept
Joey-
thinking it was like a
Yeah. The Joey's
evil
what reminded
Knievel
me.
type name, but
the
yeah,
Joey
it's
is
more
what
of a
reminded me.
gangster name.
Yeah.
Joey Chestnut.
Joey
over here.
Chestnut. Yeah, he makes an appearance in that video as well. It's great. Enjoyed their cameo. Yeah, and that's
What are you watching, Jer?
yeah, Jerry. Hit us with what you're watching. What's new on the Jerry front?
Finished being in the room while Karina watched Stranger Things.
Season
new
4?
Season. Yeah, it's so crazy at this point. I don't know how they got there, but like they're doing crazy shit.
Yeah.
I've been getting multiple texts from people being like, yo, I tapped out of Stranger Things around like season 2 when I tapped out. But everyone's like, this season's wild.
Yeah.
Like this season. And it almost,
It looks cool.
I kind of almost think I'm just going to skip 3 and just go to 4.
Addy said he watched some videos on the other seasons, and he hadn't seen any of it.
Maybe
since
I'll do
one.
that because
Yeah.
to be perfectly
I'm sure on
honest,
YouTube.
I don't know if I have an interest to watch season 3. From like the memes and what I've seen of 3, I'm like, all right, I get it. I don't need to go back. I almost would just jump in at 4 because I don't
just-
care about Stranger Things.
I just don't. I don't know.
Not that I don't care. That sounded so like Stranger
Yeah,
Things is
yeah,
great.
yeah,
It just
yeah.
I fell out. Nothing against it.
Yeah.
I just never went back. You know.
There's a lot of other shows I feel like I could watch.
Exactly.
I'm
It's
not
just a
trying to talk
time
shit.
thing. Yeah, Stranger Things is dope. Like I really like the first
The
two.
first season was. I thought the first season was amazing. This sounds so crazy, but I thought the first season was amazing. I never then got around to watching any of the rest.
That's how I felt. Like I did make it to 2, and when 3 came out, when 3 was coming out, I was like, oh, I'm hyped for that.
Yeah.
It came out, and I just never returned.
Yeah. So like
Mhm.
Walking Dead, I tuned the fuck out real early on. I couldn't take the whole. I did not, and I still don't really like him as an actor. I couldn't take what's his name serious.
Oh, Lincoln something, or maybe his last name.
The one that was banging the wife.
Punisher.
Shane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Punisher. Yeah.
John Berthnell.
Yeah, I still see him as that. And like his whole character. I know they wanted you to not like him, but I
Yeah.
really didn't like him. And it was too much. I was like, I went into it thinking it was gonna be more focused on zombies, and to me it was automatically a drama. And I was like, I'm fucking out. I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. And I never went back. But I didn't like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where with Stranger Things, I liked it. Never went back.
Yeah, for sure.
It's weird.
I do that with a lot of shows.
Yeah.
With a lot of shows. Like the season in between seasons.
Yeah.
If that show's currently on, like that, you might lose me. Like, because it's hard to, especially when a show comes back and you're like, oh man, it's like, all right, week to week. Like I said, it's always just the whole week to week thing. I feel like seasons are such like a chore sometimes for a show that you're like, I'm watching it because I'm watching it. I'm not like super invested.
Mhm.
Those shows, it's like, oh, that's a huge chunk of time.
Right. And new characters. You notice how most stuff we're naming off is like not big IPs. It's
Yeah.
new IPs. And it's harder for a new IP to really grab you.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
with Obi-Wan, you're going to watch it.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
And we only got 6 of them. We're already at
Yeah.
the halfway fucking point. It seems like it just started and you're already at the halfway.
Yeah,
So fast.
exactly. Exactly.
The thing to me, Nick, this goes back to our earlier conversation. I find Stranger Things, Jerry, to be overwhelming because there's so much at once that Netflix is presenting to me.
That's what I
And I'm like, oh
actually.
shit, this is like a 5-hour endeavor. And I'm like, I don't know if I could do that.
And I was just listening to something where they were talking about how like this new season, how like not only is there like an A and B plot, there's like an A and B and C and D. So they're like, you're following so many threads that it is also just, I hear it's a little overwhelming. I hear it's good, but you're like, dude, I've got to track all these people, like these
Yeah.
19 people. Like, and again, if it's great, it's great. Like I'm not, but it is just like, it sounds like work.
And that guy that was in Black Widow,
Is
is he not in the spoilers?
Oh, the dad. Yeah, Hellboy. Yeah.
The new Hellboy.
Yeah.
Is he not in the this season, Jared? Like, did he die? And I didn't. I
have
mean, I
no-
didn't watch.
yeah, I have
didn't
no
know
idea.
that. I thought he was still in the show.
He is.
He's still in the show. Okay.
Yeah.
I like that actor. He's a good
I like
actor.
that. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, I want
I
him in
like
more
that
stuff.
actor.
Yeah, I'd be down to. It's like, oh, I want to watch him do more stuff. It's like watch Stranger Things.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Totally.
He's in it less.
Yeah, exactly. Like I feel like because it's again, we're looking at these photos right here, and I feel like these are even pictures of season 3, and I'm like, oh man, I've already
No,
moved
those are
on.
season 4 photos.
Oh, okay. Either way, I'm like,
Yeah.
I look at that picture, I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care about
He's
this.
a great actor.
But
Yeah, I like that guy.
I keep hearing that this season is dope, so I will check it out. I know I'm like waffling right now.
Riddle me
but-
this, Jerry. You were in the room while Karina watched it.
Yeah, what did you
Would
think?
you watch it, or like it wasn't even good
I
enough
hear
for
it's
you
gory.
to go back and watch?
I mean, it did make me think like, should I binge from the beginning again, try to catch up?
I wouldn't do that. I mean, not for
should
you. I mean, I'm saying I wouldn't
look
do that.
for one of those like, ooh, just watch these episodes to catch yourself up, or just watch a YouTube video. But I probably won't do that. But I'm not upset. I've seen it, but I wouldn't watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so and you don't have to go into spoilers or anything. Like, how does it end? Is Stranger Things coming back for season 5, or is this the end?
Yeah, they keep like expanding the world. There's like a crazy new big
Dude,
bad. This was
yeah,
just
yeah.
at least what we saw. So I don't know if they're doing the whole like first
Spin-off?
half, second half.
I think they're
But
doing
they-
the first half, second half. That's what I had heard.
So yeah, so
and I
they
heard this was
definitely
the end.
Oh, okay.
Set up the new guy. That's like, oh yeah, I'm all about the upside down.
I think what they'll do, just calling it out now, and I think I'm going to be pretty dead on this. They're going to do a fucking spinoff. This will end next season.
Probably.
Yeah.
Because they want to end it, Nick, where people are still happy.
I think you're right.
They don't want to drag this out too long.
they don't wanna
and
Game
have
of
it turn
Thrones it,
into
yeah.
or Walking fucking Dead.
Yeah.
By the time it's ending, no one even gives a fuck. They want to
Yeah.
get out of that. Keep the IP intact almost. You know what I'm saying?
Because Netflix, I mean, like, again, like, I don't know. I
But
don't,
do a fucking spinoff.
Yeah, because like Netflix needs something.
Couple of them actors probably don't have too much going on. I know a few of those kids have got a lot going on. Or you just do total different kids. Or,
Yeah.
or the upside. I shouldn't even be talking on this because I don't know what the fuck's going on in Stranger Things right
yeah,
now.
exactly.
So, but
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some kind of side story they could step into, get away from the main story, let those characters breathe.
Yeah, yeah,
Even maybe bring it back a decade from now.
Yeah,
Who
yeah.
fucking knows? You know how this works. If they want to
Exactly.
keep that IP intact, they need to get the fuck away from it right now.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. I think that's actually a really good call.
It looks really cool, Jerry.
Yeah.
It looks like a lot of eye candy that I would personally be into,
Yeah.
but I haven't gone into it. It's kind of like Raised by Wolves. I love that
That
first
show
fucking
just got
season.
canceled. Yeah.
Did it?
Yeah, they canceled it.
I wanted to watch. I wanted to.
I blew it. That's
fit-
my fault.
I wanted to finish it, and I
That's
never
my
did.
fault.
It's my fault too. I didn't watch it.
That's my fucking fault, and I'm so wow. You guys just ruined my night.
And Ridley
Yeah.
Scott is probably
He's gonna die. He's old.
I wasn't even gonna say that. I was gonna say he was gonna take it personally and not do
Oh.
Aliens or something. Now, like I'm so
Dude,
worried.
he's
we're
so
not-
old, Nick. If he does another Alien film, I'd be surprised. I think he's got one more in
Yeah.
you know, after that 3 nights or whatever he just did too, and he was disappointed about all of it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I love Ridley Scott. I'm a big
No,
fan.
no, don't get me
but
wrong, yeah.
yeah.
And
Damn, I
he's
blew
on
it.
record saying that there's one more Alien movie coming that's really not so much an Alien movie as it is an Engineer and David movie. But like you said, I'm afraid we're not going to get that movie. I really, really,
we
really,
don't deserve
really
it.
want that movie.
We don't deserve it. None of us do. Especially
don't know
me,
about
you,
that.
Jer,
We're
and
super
BK.
fa-
We all,
we're
well,
super
me,
fans,
Me
yeah.
and BK watched that whole first season, and I don't think either of us have gone back to watch the new season. But we both kept saying, "Oh yeah, we want to watch that new season." But I feel like,
But again, I think
because
that's
people
us.
like us.
Yeah, I think that's
So,
us.
but
though.
that's why they didn't renew it. Like it must.
yeah,
there must
no.
have been a shit ton of us out there who were like, "Oh, I like it," but never got around to it,
Yeah.
or didn't like it and didn't watch it.
Yeah.
I wonder if so they didn't know. From what it sounds like, guys, this is more recently just got canceled.
Like this
Yeah.
week,
So that-
like last
so
week.
that probably means the season ends on a fucking cliffhanger, which sucks.
Yeah, though I don't know this for sure. Like I have not finished it or started even season 2. But the article headline I saw led me to believe that it was kind of like there's no ending coming. I don't know that for a fact, but that was the information that
Now
I
it's
felt
like-
like
now
was
I-
conveyed. So it's like, yeah, it's half a story or 2/3
I
of the
wonder if I
story.
even should bother watching it.
That's how I feel. Like I'm like, well, dude, it's like I want to go back because again, like Ridley Scott.
It was
dope.
really. I liked that show. I think I am gonna watch
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
I honestly, I really like that show.
Yeah.
It sucks.
yeah. It's a
Well,
drag.
there you go. So that's what I'm
I
talking about. If you don't
but
watch
again-
something, then it gets canceled. But Stranger Things I didn't watch, and it went on for fucking 3 more years.
What does HBO have
Jesus.
even right now? But like, I don't care about Game of Thrones, and I think that's coming back in some way. And then what
yeah,
about
it's a prequel Game of Thrones? I don't give
besides
a fuck.
like Righteous Gemstones? I'm like not like what. I don't,
What original content do they have?
oh,
Well,
but they
have
got
that-
some Batman thing coming though.
Yeah, they got a bunch of shit in the works. They got, but like, what's come out and that another season's coming out for? Well, just to point out, Harley Quinn is coming back soon.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I'm very excited for season 2 or season 3.
3,
Season 3 of Harley Quinn.
maybe I don't know.
I think it's 3.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be awesome. That was great. And I'm not like I've said this before, but like anime stuff, it's hard for me to really like commit
Yeah.
to. Harley Quinn's one of the few new animated cartoons that I was like, I
Yeah.
watched.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was
Yeah.
like Rick
Are
and
you
Morty to
gonna
me.
For sure.
watch the adult Velma show?
The adult what?
Velma
Velma from
From
Scooby Doo.
Mindy Kaling from
And
The
it's
Office.
gonna be
It's like-
adult.
like it'll be
Like,
it'll
so
be like
it's-
Harley Quinn, but for Scooby Doo.
No shit.
Yeah.
It's out, I'm pretty sure, where the thing I saw was someone's head was cut open and it was like showing brains and stuff.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. And
I'll pull it up.
is Scooby Doo and the crew in there?
No, I think it's just Velma.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I don't. I mean, I'm sure there's guest appearances. Like, I mean, that's like a.
The best Scooby Doo episodes were when they had like Batman and
I was just thinking when they had like like
or
the,
Kiss or
the-
like
the weird guest things.
Porn, I think. Or no,
Yeah,
that was South
was,
Park.
but
that was South
great.
Park making fun of it.
Yeah.
In my mind, it like the corn one was so good that South Park did that just was Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
But yeah, all the
Abbott
weird
and
cameos
Costello,
they
I
did.
think was one. I loved those.
Oh wow, this is out.
I'm looking.
Oh, and Mindy does the voice now of.
Velma. I think she's even right. I don't know. I think it's like her thing. Like, I think she's probably showrunner. I don't know about showrunner.
Yeah, I'll
but you know
check
what
that
I mean.
out, dude. I'd definitely check that out, Jerry. That's wow. Thanks for telling me about that.
I assumed that redhead in the background was Daphne, but now I don't know. Now maybe it is just a Velma story. It's called Velma.
I bet they make a cameo at some point.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Wait, there's a new Monsters Inc. I'm just noticing in the bottom corner here. This has nothing to do with what we're doing, but if you look at the bottom corner, there's an advertisement playing for what looks to be
Oh, I was
Monsters
like, where do you even
at
see
Work.
that? I see. Oh, wow.
And there's John Goodman.
John Goodman.
Looking real old. And there's Billy Crystal. Jerry, can we IMDb Monsters in Work now? I got to know about this.
Did
I know
you
we're
see the other
sidetracking,
ones?
but have I seen the other ones? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The monster films, I think, are some of the better Disney. Is Monsters Pixar, or is that a Disney, full-blown Disney? It looks. I think
it
it's a
says
full-blown
Disney there,
yeah.
but was that? I don't
I
know.
think it might be a full-blown Disney, no Pixar association. The monster films are amazing.
I haven't seen them.
I'm sorry, I'm reading the screen about this animated. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check that out. And that's out or it's not out? Scooby Doo.
No,
Yeah,
not
it's his
yet,
first
this
look.
year.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
What was it? Monsters in Work?
At work.
Yeah. At work. Yeah, those movies are great though, Nick D. And the ride's awesome also at California Adventure.
What's the ride like?
It's classic room mover.
Oh, okay.
You know, just with some animatronics and shit. It's done really well and it matches the movie really coolly.
I feel like those characters
First
would
film.
look cool in animatronic. I
They
feel like
do.
that's a dope.
And it's
design.
who was the bad guy in the first movie?
The TV series.
It's a TV series with them voicing the characters and everything.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Oh wow.
Henry Winkler,
Henry Winkle's. Oh, and Mindy's in it.
Jennifer
Speak of her.
Tilly.
Wow, she's doing a voice. The first bad guy was shit. Do we love him? Mr. Pink or what is it?
Oh, Steve Buscemi.
Steve Buscemi was the first bad guy. He's the voice even on the ride.
Oh, that's sick.
If I'm not mistaken, Steve
Hell
Buscemi
yeah.
was the bad guy.
Love Steve Buscemi.
And
Shemi.
Monsters?
In Monsters Inc. 1, I'm pretty sure Steve Buscemi was the original bad guy. Can we double check that as well? I'm gonna check that out too. Monsters at Work looks awesome.
That's Disney Plus. It's got
Disney Plus later this year. Awesome. That's really cool. Monsters Inc. Yeah, dude. If you haven't
That's
checked those out,
21. Should be.
It is
out,
one of
at
those
least
ones.
some
Like
of them.
I also haven't seen like Wall-E and stuff. I haven't seen a lot of these.
it was out
3D
last
movies.
year. That's crazy. 10 episodes. Wow, I'll have to check that out.
What was it that we wanted about?
who-
Steve Buscemi.
Oh, it is. That does
the
say Pixar.
bad guy in
Randall.
Monsters.
Randall.
Oh,
Yep.
Randall.
It was the weird. Yep, Randall.
Oh, I've seen that character before.
Yeah, that's what the ride's all about.
Right on.
In the mirrors. Jerry, you've seen this movie, yeah?
No.
You've never seen Monsters Inc. either.
Uh-huh.
Damn, dudes.
I've seen the second Finding Nemo. I've never seen the original Finding Nemo.
I haven't seen either of
I
those.
don't think I've seen Finding Nemo, but I have seen Dora or whatever, the one with
Yeah,
what's her name.
Finding Dory. Yeah, that's the one I've seen.
Yeah, I've seen that one. I think I saw it at the drive-in.
I think the last one I saw, I mean, not counting, I think Sonic would be the last movie like this that I saw. But the last movie like that I saw, even in this kind of like animated thing, I don't even remember the name of it. The one that was just like it might have been called Pets, where it was about like pets and
Yeah, I never saw that one.
yeah, it was
I mean, I mainly watch the Disney or Pixar ones.
yeah.
Mainly, I've
Yeah.
seen one. I saw the original. What the fuck's the one that Steve Carell does with the little minions?
Oh yeah, I haven't seen.
I
those.
saw the original one of those.
Incredible Me or something. Despicable Me.
Despicable Me. I saw the original Despicable Me. I usually watch all the Disney ones. There's a few that I haven't watched that just seem so depressing that I can't
Like
ever
Up
commit to it.
and
That's
Wall-E.
exactly the one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Was Up and Wall-E.
I haven't seen either of those.
Um,
I hear they're good.
But usually I watch all of them, especially in Oscar season. The last
Yeah,
few years,
yeah,
since COVID, I popped out all of them. Like this year,
Yeah.
I watched all three of Disney's Pixar's.
We're
animated films.
we should dedicate proper time to this, but gun to both of your heads right now. We're at the halfway point. So what are you guys thinking? You're halfway through the year. What have been your favorite movies and stuff? What do you think is up
God, I hate that you
for?
pointed out that we're already at the halfway.
We're at the halfway point, so you got to start thinking of your Oscar picks, your Academy Award picks. What do you think is in the running? Again, I'll obviously say Batman. And you said last time we talked about this, you said Batman for sure will be up for something.
Batman will be up there and shit. That's not my Oscar pick. Doctor Strange was better than Batman in my opinion.
Do you think both of them get nominated for
Neither of them.
something?
Batman will because that's just the way it goes, and
Yeah.
for some reason people just take Batman a lot more serious, and that one was a lot more serious. And,
Yeah.
out of any superhero, it seems like the Oscars are more likely to reward Batman characters.
Yeah.
That's what we've seen so far
Yeah.
than any other franchise, even Star Wars or anything else.
Yeah.
Batman gets favoritism at the Oscars, which is weird.
Yeah.
But that's just been the way it's been. You know, even the Joker won one.
Batman's
film.
undeniable. Yeah.
I'm sure that movie I didn't get to see. Jared,
Northman?
Jared,
Oh.
I think you saw it. No, not Northman. That would be cool if that's up. No, somewhere. Yeah,
Oh,
everything,
Everything
everywhere.
God
Yeah.
damn, I need to see this.
I haven't seen that. I guarantee that will be a big.
That's.
player.
I think right now that's going to be the winner, right?
I want to see the Elvis film, and we still got Avatar, dog. So we're early in the year as far as I'm concerned.
Exactly.
'Cause
Glass half
Avatar
full. Yeah.
was horrible to watch at home, but great to see in theater.
I'll see that in theaters for sure.
Wait, isn't
100%
that Bullet Train
again.
movie coming out
That
this year?
Bullet Train. I was just thinking, doesn't
What's
fucking
the Bullet Train movie?
it's
With
it's
Brad
a
Pitt, looks
film
dope.
that looks cool. Yeah, it just
Is
looks like
it this
him.
one?
No, it's not that
No.
one. It's like a beat 'em up movie where he's like on a train and he's got to get something. and
It
he's just,
reminds
like,
me of
kicking
Smoking
ass.
Aces.
Yeah, he's just kicking ass on this train.
Look it up really quick. I just because
Lightyear comes out.
yeah with
We still have fucking Thor.
Thor next
Yeah.
month.
There it is. I don't know. Top Gun Maverick. I need to see that. We
Okay.
should have seen that. That will probably be hopefully our next week's episode. Will be Top Gun Maverick. Everybody, I'm calling that out right now.
Let us know if you saw it and they're going in 4X.
Yeah, say something in the comments.
What's it called? 4XD? 4DX?
Yeah, 4XD.
There it is down there. So yeah, we're looking for. I just want to see what year is Bullet Train coming out.
It's coming out this year, or you mean month?
Is he acting?
It got
Oh, yeah,
delayed
2022.
2022. Okay, yeah. It did just get delayed, and so I was like, oh, delayed when though? And and then
August.
director, who directed it? Is
This
this
is
guy who did
released
Smoking
August
Aces?
5th.
August 5th, sick. Go to David Leitch right quick. I just want to see, did he do Smoking Aces? Is that why it feels like Smoking Aces?
Should we see it in Vegas?
No,
Oh, we for sure should.
not wasting time in a movie theater.
Deadpool 2.
boys. Deadpool 2.
He produced John,
John
Wick.
Wick.
Dude, did you see Atomic Blonde? Did you guys see Atomic Blonde?
I think I.
No.
Atomic Blonde is
I don't
so
know.
sick.
That's ScarJo.
No, it's Charlize.
Charlize.
Charlize. Which one did ScarJo do?
Ultra. No,
Oh,
that's
no.
she did.
Aeon Flux.
Aeon Flux.
Wait, pull up.
Flopperfield.
Did I say?
Or no,
did I
no,
s-
she did Ghost in the Shell.
She did Ghost in the Shell. Go to Aeon Flux though.
They're both. Those are both.
Charlize did do. Charlize did Aeon Flux. That's what it is. You don't need
All
to
of
go.
these movies we just named off, though, dude, in a little bubble.
Yeah.
They're all
They're
very
all the
similar.
same movie.
But
They're all very similar.
except for Atomic Blonde. Atomic Blonde is
It's
like
pretty
John Wick.
similar, though, dude.
Well, but it's not sci-fi. It's like more. It's John Wick. There's
Yeah.
no.
But it's the same
Laser
actress.
swords.
That's what ties
Yeah,
it
yeah.
in.
But-
And it's like, yeah, badass
Yeah.
killing.
But Atomic Blonde, so sick.
All right, this is the last random thing we're gonna look. Then we'll get into Obi-Wan Kenobi. all-
yeah, we can do that. I'm doing this. Oh, Atomic
Oh!
Blonde 2.
Wow, announced, but we'll see. I would like to rewatch that movie.
Yeah.
I saw it years ago.
Yeah.
What year did it come out?
Not that long ago, like within the last 5 years. I'm gonna say
I must have saw it when it first came out when it was on like HBO.
2017.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Aeon Flux.
I wish Aeon Flux was good. I didn't even see it, but I wish.
And she was the voice in the video game? Is that what that
Apparently,
fucking said right
Yeah.
there? So
Yeah.
she is
Yeah.
Aeon Flux.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't realize that. All right. Anyways, Obi-Wan fucking Kenobi. Let's get right into it. That was enough of us talking about all the things we've watched. I hope everyone enjoyed that.
I think I'm gonna go watch that original animated Aeon Flux after that. I forgot about Aeon Flux.
Yeah, that's crazy. That was on. Was that on? Adult Swim?
Liquid Television. That was MTV way back in the day. We were
Oh my
little
God,
kids when
yeah.
that was out. Yeah, that's why Aeon
Totally,
Flux kind
totally.
of scared me when it first came out because I was like, "What is this?"
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know what didn't scare me? Well,
What?
you know what did scare me was Vader in this.
Vader
Vader
in
was
this.
scary in this.
Yeah. Yeah. The vibes in this were a little spooky because he's on the run.
Yeah.
Off tops, I just gotta say, I put this in the S tier. I've said this to Nick, and I think I've maybe even said it to Jer off stream. I think Star Wars is doing everything right as far as the television, the Disney Plus stuff comes. When we compare it to like what Marvel's done in the theaters and what they're doing with their TV stuff, I think they're killing it in the theaters. Obviously, this is since Disney's bought both properties.
Yeah.
Marvel's killing it in the theaters, but their shows are a little lackluster. They're just missing something. The thing, obviously, Mando was a fucking home run. I enjoyed Boba Fett. I know it wasn't for everyone. I loved it. And this Obi-Wan Kenobi, in my opinion, surpasses both of those. So to me, I would rank this so far. No one's asking, but I would rank this as so far my favorite Disney Plus show they've had. Now, Chippendale was a damn close, but that was a movie, but it was damn close. I have to say that.
Is that your favorite original Disney Plus
movie?
movie production?
Yeah, definitely. Chippendale. Yeah.
What else is there? There's like
I don't know.
Elvira, or
There's
not
a few. There's a
Elvira,
few. There's this one where there's a
Cruella.
squirrel talking. No, Cruella was in theaters, or supposed to be.
Was it? Oh.
Yeah, I think that was COVID related. That
Okay.
wasn't. There's a squirrel one that this like cool ass squirrel. I forget the name of it. Doesn't matter.
I don't think I saw it.
But yeah,
on
there's some
anything
cool.
for that.
There is some cool.
It's a
But
crazy show.
yeah. We'll see when they do a good movie straight to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, this show, man, like the biggest thing to me is you got a big name actor who we've seen in the franchise before returning to the role and just crushing it, you know? And
Yeah.
it's great to see him playing it again.
Yeah.
And it just gives you these feelings of like, oh, like we were young when we first met him in episode 1,
For real.
Phantom Menace. So it's just awesome to see his return. I'm loving the whole Inquisitors, right? That's what their names. I'm loving them. They're badass. I didn't watch all of Clone Wars, so I'm not super familiar with all of their
Same here.
storyline.
Yeah.
So it's awesome to get kind of introduced to it.
I know
The
them from
Vader
that
stuff is
game.
amazing. Loving it. Loving all the Vader shit. And there's a bunch of eye candy.
Yeah.
Throughout all the episodes, we're seeing lots of cool little things going on.
I really like Uncle Owen.
Yeah.
I
Him being
think
kind
he's
of a
great.
dick.
Yeah, like he's a great character.
And that little like Easter egg of that him trying to drop off the the toy spaceship that we then see in A New Hope. Like little Easter eggs like that. It's just been awesome.
Yeah.
Cameo by C-3PO and R2-D2 in episode 2. Don't get me started. Like there's a lot of cool shit going on here, guys.
Flea. Flea.
Oh, wow. Yes.
Out of nowhere. Didn't
Yeah,
see it
what
coming.
was your vibe when you first saw Flea?
So I love Flea. Flea's like an idol of mine. So like I was super down, but admittedly, one of the first thoughts I had, and I not even positive or negative, it's something that hit me, that I was like, Star Wars is so LA now. Star Wars is so like, it's not that hard for someone you really like, an entertainer you really like, to pop up in Star Wars now, apparently.
In the TV shows.
Yeah, we've had Thundercat, we've had Bill Burr, we've had Amy Sedaris, we've had Flea. I'm sure we've got Han now.
Danny
I don't know
Trejo.
the actor's name, but he's amazing. Yeah, exactly.
Danny Trejo was
the Wrangler.
yeah, for the fucking
and then Perlman, wasn't Ron Perlman? I Have Spoken. Isn't he that guy?
Well, just to point out too, Jerry, go up a little bit. That monster that
Yeah, with the little face.
with the face, one
One-
below,
one
one
down.
down. That's Zach Braff. Yeah.
Which and it's like now that you say it, I'm like I hear it. Didn't hear it then.
I thought it was Seth Rogen at first.
I could see that. He'll be in the
Me
next
and
one.
BK talked about it. We're like, oh wow, that was Seth
Yeah.
Rogen. I like it.
Yeah, again, I
like the
don't
cameos
mean
and
it like
shit.
in a negative way, but that was when I saw Flea. That was actually my first thought. I was like, man,
I thought he fits that role though.
oh, Flea's amazing. That's not. Let me just be on record. Flea is I love Flea. He's an amazing actor, and we don't even have to talk about his musical chops.
I was more surprised to see Bill Burr. If we're bringing up that whole conversation that you're going with,
Bill Burr was the first one that like shocked me. Yeah,
because I think Flea has a great. If you looked at his fucking roster,
body of work,
of work for movies and stuff, he's got quite a like Jerry. Can we? Let's pull it up and let's stop showstopper right now, guys. Let's pull it up and let's look and see.
What's the little guys?
Someone threw out
the
Nick
Flea,
Nolte.
the Flea minute.
Oh,
here.
Baked with BK. Wow. Okay, BK's in the chat here. BK
What's
has
up,
his own
BK?
Instagram account now or YouTube account. Wow, BK. Could use the.
Oh yeah, he's in The Big Lebowski. He's in
Yeah, Big
Fear and
Lebowski,
Loathing. I didn't
Baby
see Baby Driver.
Wait, was he in Baby Driver? Scroll down a little bit.
I didn't see it.
Oh, you never seen Baby Driver?
I hear it's good. Yeah, I never see it. It's
Yeah,
one of
I
those
need to
ones.
see
Again,
that
it just
too.
didn't happen. You know.
Dude, I'll let you borrow my Blu. I have it on
I'm in.
Blu-ray.
I'm in.
I have it on fucking Blu-ray, dude.
Hell yeah, dude.
It's a fucking movie by
We were just talking about this.
Yeah.
Or BK mentioned it not too long ago.
Beaks. Hit me with the director. God damn it! Why
Is it the same guy who did Alien 3?
No.
what?
No, it's the same dude who did shit, dude.
John Wick?
No.
Go to Baby Driver. What?
No.
Oh, isn't it the
Oh my god.
Edgar
Wright. Edgar Wright.
Who's Edgar Wright?
He
I
did
know that name.
Hot Fuzz. He did.
Of course.
Shaun of the Dead. He
Of
did. He did Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
The pub at the end of the
He was supposed
world
to
or
do
whatever.
Ant-Man, but they let him go right before.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I
haven't seen Last Night in
He's doing
Soho.
The
I
Running
really
Man?
want to see that.
Oh, he did Last Night in Soho. That's what we were talking about.
haven't seen
That's why
that.
he was.
I haven't seen that.
Talking about him. Me neither. Yeah.
End of the World's End was great.
I liked that
all,
one.
all of those movies. Shaun of the Dead, At the World's End,
Yeah.
or The World's End, and Hot Fuzz are actually a trilogy, a weird trilogy. There's a term for it. Yeah, dude, his movies.
Hot Fuzz is great.
His movies are like, in my opinion, he hasn't not made it a hitter.
Yeah, exactly. Everything he does.
I really
yeah.
enjoy all of his films. I haven't seen the Soho one. I dropped the ball and didn't see that in theaters. I blame myself for that one. I should have seen it. But he makes awesome films.
But that movie's not a comedy, though, right? To my understanding.
No, it's not.
Okay.
I don't even remember how we even got on to.
What were we talking about with
Obi-Wan to that,
Kenobi?
Kenobi
Yeah.
to that.
It's Flea.
Oh, it was
Flea!
Flea, and
What's
then he
up?
was in that movie. He was in fucking Baby Driver.
Driver,
yeah.
Yeah.
Is this
Yeah.
what you're talking about?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it's got to be.
Me and BK went to
Oh yeah, he's in the chat.
yeah, Beaks. Me and Beaks went to a movie theater, obviously, and we saw like an event where Edgar Wright spoke, and they played all three of the films. It was awesome. Yeah,
Awesome.
at the Castro Theater in SF. Beautiful movie theater, old school movie
think I've
theater,
been there.
really cool. I love those old movie theaters where the insides are all
Yeah.
done up and shit. It's
When was the
really
last
cool.
time you went to Orinda?
I haven't been to Orinda.
Ever?
Nah,
Hmm.
never been to Orinda. I should. It looks
Yeah.
cool from the road. Definitely.
Yeah.
Orinda looks dope off the freeway.
yeah.
I've seen it.
We should see something.
Grand Lake's the one, dude.
Grand Lake's
If you
great.
want to go to one, yeah, Grand Lake is like the one.
I saw
the main room at
Batman
Grand Lake
versus
is.
Superman there. That was the
Oh,
last
yeah?
movie. Actually, no. The last movie I saw there was like It 2 or something.
I can't think of what I
Or
think.
the first It.
I don't know if it was the last movie. Maybe BK could correct me on this one too. But we definitely saw Pikachu there, Detective Pikachu.
So I never
When we
saw
went
that.
back to the car, Addie's window had got smashed. It was a
Oh,
great
that
story.
was the.
Yeah, it was a
that
great story.
Wow.
Amazing, good times. Yeah, back to Kenobi. I know what you're saying, Nick, about that though. How it has become a little Hollywood with the
Yeah.
cameos and stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
And again, not.
I didn't feel that way with Fleet only because we've seen him in so many different weird movies. That I
Yeah.
kind of was like, it was the same as seeing Danny Trejo. I was like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised to see you in a Star Wars something, especially TV. It's
And
not
it's-
a featured film.
Yeah. And
I
especially
don't know if they'd
Trejo,
make it
too,
into a
yeah.
featured film. Any of these people we're naming off.
Yeah.
The only one I could think that maybe would have made it into a feature film is
Amy
Timothy
Sedaris.
Olyphant.
Oh yeah, dude, for sure. He
Playing
would've
that character.
Yeah.
I could see
Timothy
him.
Olyphant. That was a
Yeah, because
great
that's
role.
another big cameo right there is Timothy Olyphant. And I, for some reason, though, I think that felt like he could have been playing that even in a feature film or something.
Yeah. What do you think?
That's what
The
they
Grand
played.
Inquisitor.
They played They played Scott Pilgrim. They did not play. They played Hot Fuzz, Shaun of the Dead, and Scott Pilgrim. At the World End wasn't out yet. Oh, thank you,
Okay.
BK.
Okay.
There we go.
That's still a solid lineup.
Yeah, they played Scott Pilgrim's my favorite one out of those ones anyway. It's the best
Yeah.
one. What'd you say, Nick?
What do you think of the Inquisitor? The Grand Inquisitor.
I thought he looked badass as fuck. I don't think he's dead.
Yeah. Can't he not be dead or something?
Well, he can't be dead, I guess, because he appears in the cartoons and things.
Yeah.
It also seems like after Boba Fett, we watched what's her name get her stomach all repaired and turn robotic.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
So I'm assuming that we're gonna see, him return and he's gonna get it all turned robotic. And that will be that. I'm loving him. I love the not like a creepy looking humanoid. Like if you're gonna be a humanoid, let's add a little something. He definitely has that.
Yeah.
I think Max was telling me that they actually were that race has something to do with being like temple guards or something. Max was kind of telling me about there is more people of that race, I guess is what Max was saying.
That's cool.
So there could be the potential of that guy being dead and there just being another dude from that same race that happens to be
Also the Grand
Yeah,
Inquisitor.
I find that to be a little far-fetchy though.
Yeah.
So I assume that we will see the return of that guy maybe in this show. Because I imagine that the third sister, because she's not in that cartoon, but the other two, the other sister we see and the other brother or whatever,
Fifth brother.
they are, I think, in the cartoon.
Interesting.
Which would make me think that the third sister must die in the end of this show or when this show does end. We don't know how many seasons this show is going. This is part one of, another part of it or something of the sort. So we don't really know.
If you had to guess, what do you think? Do you think this is a one and done, or do you think there'll be a season 2?
When it started, I thought it was going to be a one and done. We're at the halfway point right now, and my guess would be that we will get a second season of it. Or a spinoff, kind of like how, we got the 2 Mando, then it went into Boba Fett, but the Boba Fett was kind of just like this weird spinoff of Mando, especially there at the end. We maybe get a thing like that where
this transitions
into another show. Yeah.
Okay.
Like BK threw out at me that the female lady that we see try to hide them in episode 3, he thinks will make an appearance in the other show that they have up and coming.
Endor? Or is that the movie?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the name of it.
Okay.
Which is a spin-off of Rogue One. It's a prequel to Rogue One about that gentleman and the robot and what they were doing with the rebels pre Rogue One.
Yeah.
And BK was throwing out that he thinks that female character, I cannot remember her name, possibly could be in that show. So they're kind of, like how we got Rosario Dawson makes an appearance in Mando, and then she makes an appearance in Boba, and there's rumors of her, or not even rumors, she's getting her own show at some point. Yes, Jared, that's the lady right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, maybe they're already doing it. You know what I mean? They're already kind of setting us up for like Skeleton Crew. Oh shit.
Roland Lackey.
Roland.
Wow. Yeah, Kirk got him into scootering for real. That's awesome. Roland, Kirk's a great guy. Just was riding with him yesterday. Got a video coming out later, hopefully this year. It'll be awesome. Has nothing to do with Obi-Wan Kenobi, though. Going right back to it. Yeah, it's really fucking cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, for me, there's not much else to say. Like, I'm not super hyped off the Princess Leia thing because I felt like it was a Baby Yoda kind of play. I get it. I enjoy it more than the Baby Yoda shenanigans because, I have preemptive, feelings towards Princess Leia and her storyline. So it's pretty dope. It's awesome to see her home planet and her adopted parents and everything. And hear about how the dad's trying to do cool stuff. Like, he still works in the Senate, even though the Empire's in control of it. That
Jimmy
was interesting
Smits.
to me. Yeah, there they are. I thought that was really interesting and a cool way to look at it that we hadn't really thought of before. And he's trying to talk to the other guy about like slave labor and this, that, the other. And it's like, oh shit, like that's crazy. It was real quick too. They brushed by it real fast. But you know, there's a lot of like cool little things. Like obviously the big thing is Darth fucking Vader. But the big thing that I caught that really bothers me and stands out is like when we start off with Order 66 and we see the Jedi Temple and the young ones being, or the Jedi really being slaughtered and the young ones trying to get away.
Yeah.
It's clone troopers.
Yeah.
Full-blown clone troopers with the blue on the helmets, whatever. The show cuts immediately 10 years forward and we're on Tatooine and the Inquisitors pull up and boom, it's stormtroopers.
Yeah.
Episode 2 comes along. Obi-Wan flies to, cannot recall the name of the planet, but, you know, the Vegas-looking planet or Tokyo-looking planet. Yeah, that's it right there, Jerry. And we see a clone trooper chilling over on the ground, helmet off and everything. Full-blown fucking Boba Fett's face going with a beard, holding out the helmet.
Yeah. Panhandling.
And and you know, BK tells me they'll probably fill this in the Bad Batch potentially, but I'm really curious to see Star Wars and Disney do something where they fill us in on how that all worked out.
Yeah.
The giant layoff of the clone troopers being laid off or slaughtered. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not really certain on how it's all going to play out, but this show really like reminded me like, oh yeah, like within that time period, it's like this show really reminds me of how quick all of this really happens.
Yeah.
Like the Emperor is only in control for 19 years from when we see the end of episode 3.
Yeah.
And then 19 years later, we're with Luke and Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Not that long.
Yeah, for real.
It's not, I don't know. I don't know if Beaks is still in the chat, but my question would be, how long is it from Return of the Jedi? I can't recall this. I'm sure there's articles online. From Return of the Jedi to
Rise of the Skywalker?
Rise. No, not Rise. What was the first one?
Force Awakens.
Force Awakens. Beaks, if you could hit us that info in the chat, that'd be awesome. But
Wait, say it again?
how long is it from Return of the Jedi to Force Awakens? Because that's the same gap from, Revenge of the Sith to A New Hope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Is it the same gap? Which would only be 19 years? I think it's longer than 19
Well,
years.
yeah, because it's like so the
30
max
years?
Yeah, I was
It's
gonna say
30 years.
how old is Kylo Ren? Like,
It's
that
30
gives
years.
us
Okay.
Yeah.
32 years.
32 years.
32 years. Okay. 32 years, yeah. Yeah, that's I don't know. It's interesting to me.
It's interesting to think too that it's like, because it's like, like, all right, so we've now seen where the Skywalker story ends, right? And it's like, obviously there was no Mando or Boba in any of that, and so it is kind of like, so where will we get to see Boba and Mando's story in the Skywalker timeline? Like, are we going to see old man Boba? You think, or like, I guess this is already old man Boba, but you know what I mean, like ancient Boba.
Well, my quick question would
Old
be,
man Mando.
and this is mainly, I guess, towards BK. I don't remember. Do we see Tatooine in any of the 3 last films? Because why would we see Boba? For all we know,
the very
he's
last
still
scene,
the final scene in the movie.
Isn't that where she buries the lightsaber?
Back on Tatooine.
I don't know.
Is she on Tatooine?
I thought that was like Luke's place. I thought she essentially buried it like in Luke's yard.
No, I meant like, is she on Tatooine in Force Awakens? No, she's not. She's on a different planet.
Yeah,
right?
she's on some junker planet. They
Yeah,
say
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's such a garbage planet. They don't even. Do they even say?
No, I'm pretty sure they do, but it's not Tatooine. Yeah, I don't know.
I thought that's a good point. I thought she buried those things on Tatooine, but maybe she just went back to her place or her planet. You know what I mean?
I mean, I could see us
Desert to
seeing.
desert,
I
yeah.
could see us seeing Boba die at some point
Yeah.
in the near future.
Yeah.
The Mando question, yeah, I agree, Nick. How does it work? It's not really what happened to Mando. I think the bigger question is obviously where's Baby Yoda during all of this, or
Yeah.
Grogu.
Yeah.
Grogu.
She's
Where
on Tatooine when she buries him.
she is on Tatooine. Okay,
Yeah.
so we do see Tatooine, but that's all we see. It's
Yeah.
not like she ventured into town and we
No.
had an opportunity to see Boba Fett.
Yeah.
And why would he just walk out there for once? You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I also think we're moving on from Tatooine and Boba Fett. Like, I think from here on in, Boba and Mando are going to be on Mandalore.
I think
Or Boba goes and fucks off. Like, he's going to completely do his own thing. Which
I think
would be
Mando
great.
will be in that situation. I don't know what will happen with Boba.
I
I think the
actually-
next time we see Boba will be he pops up to help Mando return the favor.
What if like Boba goes and he's like rounds up all these like out of work, out of commission clone troopers? Like, what if it's Boba who like leads them and gathers them up and brings them to
There's a potential
Mandalore?
for something like that.
Okay.
What's up, Jer?
Nothing.
I think there's a
BK's just not happy.
BK's
what?
up.
What's BK saying?
He's just saying, what kind of Star Wars fans are you? And then he says, Jakku.
Jakku.
The ones that have,
Wait, Ray's on Jakku?
that's where the first movie starts off. Yeah.
What movie is
First
Anakin
off,
on? Is
BK, what kind of Star Wars fans am I? I'm a Star Wars fan of 2. God damn! Wow, I just stopped myself. I'm a Star Wars fan of the originals when they didn't have when the numbers were just 1, 2, and 3, and there was no actual 1, 2, and 3. BK. So why don't you get to stepping? You could have been here to fill us in on all of these questions.
We got to figure out how to Zoom call BK.
Nah, I mean, like, I don't even remember what we were saying. Oh. I think the big missed opportunity with the whole fucking Boba Fett thing, though, is more to do with the Tusken Raiders and him giving that planet back to them in some kind of way,
Yeah.
which is a total missed opportunity.
Yeah.
But then it goes back to, like, oh, well, wouldn't we have seen, I don't know. See, the whole, like, wouldn't we have seen other Jedi? Like, because this whole time, if I'm not mistaken, BK could chime once again, in Rebels, where are all of them?
Yeah.
And I think their spaceship or something, if BK can once again chime, if I'm not mistaken, their spaceship is shown in the final scene of Rise of the Skywalker or something. Like, their ship's part of, like, how there's that big, like, scene where all the spaceships fly in.
Oh. How do you
At
actually...
the ending sequence of that movie?
Okay. Oh, it's on the planet.
On that planet.
On the
to blow
Death
up-
Star
yeah,
planet.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, with
on,
the
on
Emperor.
that weird,
yeah,
with the Empire planet.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah,
a
yeah.
Death Star, it's a weird Emperor planet.
Yeah. His dark magic.
Suppose I
clothing
think
was.
their ships in there or whatever, right? So we could keep going for days of like, oh, where was this person? They can't
Yeah.
fit everyone. And also,
Yeah.
I feel like there's Jedi's got to be everywhere.
Yeah.
So baby Grogu could be on some other planet doing some badass shit. The other thing too is that you got to imagine that there's got to be other big bads out there for
Yeah.
Star Wars to really work in the
It's a
long
big
run.
universe. Yeah.
Yeah, the Emperor cannot be the only big bad. Like,
Floating around.
there's got to be other badass shit that other Jedi's were taking care of.
Yeah.
So they didn't have the time,
Yeah.
and then that's also that Luke's the chosen one to take down that situation. I feel like
Yeah.
so. I don't know.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Like, 'cause you're right. Like, where was Mando during that whole situation? But at that point too, he'd be pretty old.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
All those dudes would be. I mean, they'd be the same age as Luke, Leia and Han.
Yeah. Because if someone like Kylo hasn't even been born yet, and we know he gets to be like 30 something, like
Right.
yeah, like Mando would be old.
I'm most curious about like, the character, like, what Omega? I think that's her name in Bad Batch. Like, where is she? How does that storyline end? If the Bad Batch is in the whole spiel, she's a Jedi, right? I mean, I know she's not a Jedi. She technically would be a Padawan, right? BK, you correct me on this. So, what's her dealio and what's she doing? I don't know. Regardless, though, they kind of actually talking about all that. They kind of hinted at all of this too. Everything we're talking about, because that room.
Oh,
Where she's like,
where they're hiding.
people that are force sensitive are being, hunted down. We don't know what happens to the kids. There's like this underground railroad situation going on where they're sneaking people through and all that.
Yeah.
So they kind of hinted that there are a bunch of Jedis or people that are force sensitive.
Yeah.
But the Emperor and Darth Vader are doing such a good job that, and the Inquisitors. My other question is, like, what happens to all of the Inquisitors? Like, I mentioned the layoff of all the clone troopers.
Yeah.
At some point in the next 9 years, because we're already at 10,
Yeah.
in the next 9 years, Darth Vader just all of a sudden one day says, everyone come in the room real quick. And then he just choker holds all of them out. Like, what happened to all of them? Or they were all slaughtered? I don't know.
Like
I don't know.
I heard an interesting theory, and I don't know where I heard this from, but like just the idea that like, well, one, we were talking, I think me and BK were talking about, like, well, at some point the Jedi numbers are so thin they probably don't need like a whole team of Inquisitors. And two, I think there also just is the thing that like Siths can't be trusted. Even if you're another Sith, like I could just see, give them 9 years, and that crew is going to kill each other.
Totally.
Of like
well,
the
yeah,
brothers
we're
and
already
Sith.
seeing that.
Yeah.
We're already seeing that.
So
yeah.
it's like it almost does kind of make sense. Like the need goes down because Jedis are thinning out, and then also they're just bad people.
Well, the one thing I'll say though, Nick, is if they're hunting people that are force sensitive, being force sensitive, did they think that was going to end at some point? That's what I don't get.
That is a really
That's
interesting.
not
yeah.
going to ever end.
Yeah, it's almost more like
So by firing the Inquisitors, that's allowing the Force to rebuild up with young people and come back after them.
Well, maybe it's more like the job switches. Instead of going out and hunting Jedi, like trained Force people, now the Inquisitors evolve into something where, like, well, now we're just hunting Force-sensitive kids, and we don't need quite the same level of soldier to hunt some punk kid as we would like Kenobi.
Yeah.
Because you're right, it is. I think that's one of the weirdest things about Kenobi is that, like, well, we know how this all shakes out. So what can they show us in this little thing that actually does?
We
that
don't
is
know how
impactful?
it shakes out.
Well, I mean, I just merely mean we see. We know what happens to Kenobi and Darth Vader in the long run. Is all I meant.
Right. But like, what I find to be really interesting, to be honest, is that the way Darth Vader reacts to Kenobi's presence on the Death Star in Episode 1, or God damn it,
4
in A New Hope, Episode 4, for BK's sake, he's kind of like he's surprised. He's like, I haven't felt this in a long time. Which also, I haven't felt this in a long time. It was 9 years ago, dude. It was 9 years ago. Not that long of a good time. Same with Obi-Wan, and there's nothing that bothers me. A little continuity here. When he's like, I haven't heard that. No one's called me that name in such a long time, or whatever he says to Luke when he first meets him. It's like, dude, someone was calling you that 9 years ago. I just seen it, dude. Hella people were calling you that.
Yeah.
Like, everyone was referring to you. You were hushing people to stop saying it.
Yeah.
Right? So, whatever. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't even know. I stepped myself.
No, I can.
Comment.
Yeah, I can dig it.
I don't even remember what I was originally saying, but that did bother me. Those two little catch-ups there. But oh! I really feel like the ending of this show. My theory on this show, whether it be season 1 or season 2, is that at some point, Obi-Wan has to fake his own death or something to where Darth Vader thinks that he's gone, like permanently gone. Yeah. Because to me, he seems surprised that he was on the Death Star.
Yeah.
And Tarkin, right? It was Tarkin that he's talking to.
I think so, but I don't know.
Beast, correct me in the chat if I'm wrong. It's pretty much like, Darth, you're crazy, bro. That guy is long gone. What are you talking about? And he's like, no. I feel his presence on here or whatever. So I don't know. I think that's the potential where the show is going. Yeah. But I do think that's what it leads me to believe they're going to pull something big at the end.
Yeah. I know we were talking, and I really do think that it's going to be a mirror image of Episode 3. I think it's going to end with a battle where Darth Vader is standing over Obi-Wan with the high ground. And you're right, somehow something's going to happen, like an explosion or whatever. And Darth Vader's going to think Obi-Wan died, but he didn't. But it's going to end with the mirror image of Darth Vader now, like, fully into power. He's like, he's beaten his master. He's top of his... Because I saw a funny thing on Twitter the other day, too, that it is really kind of weird to think Darth Vader's 27 in this. And isn't that just kind of like a weird concept that Darth Vader... Like, when you think of Darth Vader, you think of, like, an adult, like a man, like he's a father. This Darth Vader's 27. And that's just interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that is interesting.
Yeah.
But when we last saw Anakin and how he was killing the young ones and all that, and even when he kills all the Sand people or the Tusken Raiders in that tribe, or when he goes to save his mom, like, it was already rampant.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
To me, like, I feel like the transition from him it's pretty well done.
Yeah,
like, they did it, So it's cool to see a 27-year-old Darth Vader.
It's interesting.
He's still slow, but shit, bro, he's half robot.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people were bothered by the whole fire scene, the escape of how the fire scene ends.
Yeah.
And I get that, but I also think it's a fucking show that they have to do more episodes to.
There has to be a
clear. Want them to see?
Because you're right. Like, what did we want? Just him to kill Obi-Wan there? Like, you know what I mean? I completely get it, but you got to suspend disbelief a little bit.
They need to put a wall there and make it seem more like you really can't get
Yeah,
around this
yeah.
because that way people to shut people up. But
Yeah.
like what did you?
Yeah.
I like the whole burning of him. It was because it was trying to represent what had happened to him or whatever. It was interesting.
It also really does kind of speak to like Darth Vader just isn't like scary because he like kills people. Like he's vindictive. Like
Yeah.
he was like trying to make Obi-Wan suffer right there.
Oh, when
like
he walked
and
down
it
that
is like
street, dude, when he was pulling the people out the window
Yeah.
and he snapped that guy's neck. Oh man, that was just like because he's trying to draw Obi-Wan out.
yeah.
You know, it's like that first episode when the whole Grand Inquisitor trying to draw out the Jedi by like saying and doing stuff, and Darth Vader was taking that to the next level of just fucking cranking people, which is what the third sister's been doing too. She gets super physical and whatever, and then the other two are like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
But then you see Darth, and that's what he's doing. It's amazing. I'm really liking it. Could it be more dark? Sure. If that's someone's complaint, I guess it could. I've heard that.
But it's Disney.
But it's Disney. It's also it's Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like I fell in love with Star Wars when I was a child. I'll say it time and time again. It's meant for kids, guys. It is what it is.
It is what it is, yeah.
Can't wait for the next 3 episodes. I think it's gonna be. I just hope my one criticism that I'll say, I hope they don't cliffhanger us. I hope this whole season ends where it's like, wow, I want more. I already know I want more.
Yeah.
But I also want this to be a complete little thing.
What I'm worried about, because I do feel like I think I know how it's gonna end. Like how I said, I think it's gonna end. But I'm really worried that this next episode or the episode after that is gonna be some completely unrelated thing where it's gonna be like, now we're with Ahsoka or something like that, and it's like, no, just give us one full season of something. And again, like I'm hoping they don't do that, but that is my fear.
Jerry, you don't need to pull this up, so you don't have to do this, but I did look real quick. This is when I went to look up the Zach Braff thing, and I did see a little some information on the IMDb
About the next episode?
No, just about what actors and how many episodes they're in.
Yeah.
And I don't think you're gonna be right.
Oh, like you're saying
only based-
Obi-Wan's in all 6 or whatever.
Not just that, but like
Other people.
Leia, mom, and dad, and how many episodes
Jimmy
they're
Smith's
in,
return.
how many episodes they're in.
Yeah.
Makes me think that this whole season, and that's why I also think this might be a season.
Yeah.
Will be hit by the end. He returns Princess Leia to the parents.
Yeah. Damn.
That ends this season.
Yeah.
He goes back to Tatooine, and then next season we pick back up on Tatooine,
Yeah.
where he's now practicing his Force, talking to Qui-Gon, and
Do you think
maybe we get another a season maybe where we actually. Well, I don't think we'll ever meet young Luke. I don't think that's possible. Because when
I don't want to.
Yeah.
I mean, it's, if they did it in a cool way, that'd be fine.
There's
But
no
that
need.
wouldn't make
There's no
sense.
need. There's no need.
Yeah, exactly.
The only cool way they could do it is if they did it where Ben is just watching from afar, and we get to see Luke and
Uncle Owen.
No. Fuck, BK. What's the goddamn dude's name that he meets up with in A New Hope? He's like, bro, Biggs. Is it Biggs? I think it's Biggs. In A New Hope, and they're like, we used to shoot the Walt Rats.
Oh, yeah.
And we get to see that.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
But they're kids, and they're like,
Yeah.
and they're shooting the whatever little animals.
That'd be interesting.
Right? And if they
Yeah,
did
yeah.
that little thing, and it's like literally like a few minutes, like it's real
Yeah.
short and sweet, I'd be like, oh, that was a cool way to throw in the Luke.
We don't need it.
It is
though.
Biggs. Yeah, Jerry. Yeah, and
Biggs.
see, they shot a scene. That second photo in, Jerry, on the left, they shot a whole scene with him that didn't make it in the original movie.
Oh wow. Oh, that's
That's
sick.
why when we see him,
Biggs Darklighter. Wow.
when we see Biggs, or Luke meets up with Biggs in A New Hope, and they're both like, oh, bro, it would have made way more sense because
With
this
this
scene would have been
context
towards
scene.
the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
And that's why I think it'd be cool to full circle it. And they've been doing a lot of this in the shows and stuff, bringing little kid Biggs and have him hanging out with Luke. There
Yeah.
doesn't need to be a Ben.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm a big Luke fan, so that to me that would make a lot of sense. I also love that because it looks like Luke was wearing a bucket hat in that last image Jerry
It
just had
does.
on,
Yeah.
which is awesome. Bucket hat Luke,
He is.
liking it. Oh wow, yeah. Oh, with little goggles on it. See, that was when they were out
That's very Hunter S.
flying,
Thompson.
shooting the swamp rats or whatever they are.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I feel like we've rambled on a lot about it. We haven't heard anything from Jerry, so Jerry, why don't you chime in and talk for a second about what your thoughts of it were?
It's cool. Yeah, it was enjoyable. It's interesting side, I guess, Obi-Wan, the whole like being on the run. bit more timid.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on, toughen up, Buck. You got this.
Well, he's like turned himself off
Um,
from the Force. I feel like since the last time we seen him, just because he was so
Yeah.
hiding.
It is crazy thinking of the whole. It did cross my mind for a minute. The like, oh, this is like a young Vader.
Yeah.
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 Actually, I didn't think of that. That like, oh yeah, he wouldn't be that old
Because
at
it's
all. That's
still-
crazy.
We're,
Yeah,
we're older than Vader is in this show.
yeah, in the show.
yeah.
Yeah,
Isn't that weird?
yeah,
Because our whole lives, Vader's been older than us.
yeah.
Because it's
Yeah.
also still the James Earl Jones voice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which
Yep.
was
And
great.
It's just like
I think that
Okay.
we'll see a scene though. I really think in
Yeah.
the next 3 episodes we'll see a scene without the helmet on.
But we're,
yeah.
you know how, so I read, you know, like I was like, oh, they're going to do an episode that like it's not going to be related to Obi-Wan. What I think also might happen is that we get a full-on Vader episode or two. Like I do think that's coming. You're right. Where like he's gonna pop that helmet off. We're gonna get like that kind of Kylo scene where he's like brooding in his room over something. Like I don't know. Like I'm hoping we do get some Vader or some Anakin walking around. So
I also think we'll get one where we get a flashback of the third sister and we get an explanation of what her real beef is with Obi-Wan.
specifically, Leia.
I think she is the little girl we see at the beginning.
Yeah.
And but I think what happened with them personally is that there was some type of kind of like how we saw Obi-Wan blow off that other Jedi in the desert where he's like, dude, I can't help you. Go away
Yeah.
from me. I think we're going to see the same thing that he's going to do to a group of kids where he's like, yo, I can't help you guys. You guys got
Yeah.
to figure it out on your own. And she has super resentment because of that.
I think you're right. Yeah, I think you're totally right.
Something of that sort is how I think they're going to explain it. We're going to see it in some type of flashback. There has to be some explanation of how she knows Anakin is Darth Vader because no one else knows that.
Yeah.
And she spouts that out randomly. So we're going to have to see an explanation of that. And we're also going to have to see an explanation of why she has such a vendetta out for Obi-Wan in some type of flashback episode.
Do you know? And BK, if you're listening, do you know?
I think he's.
It-
is he still in there? Yeah, he might be.
Is that a secret that Darth Vader is Anakin?
Yeah, I don't think. I thought.
I mean, obviously Luke didn't know, and Leia doesn't know. I mean, obviously, but I mean, like, in the Empire, do you have any idea? Like, what does the Empire think Darth Vader came from? Or they're like, he's just scary. We don't ask those
Yeah.
questions. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think he's Lord Vader. You know what I mean?
Exactly. You don't ask
you
those
don't ask
questions.
questions. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because like it just dawned on me that it's like, damn, Luke made it a long time before he realized he was his dad, and that means so it's not like public knowledge, or well, maybe it is public knowledge if you're in the Empire.
I don't think so.
Because you're probably not even allowed to. Not that there's an internet, or it doesn't look like there's libraries on most of these planets.
I don't-
I don't think you can look. There's probably no history for
and
the average
all
citizen.
the Jedi Temple shit would have been destroyed.
Yeah, so it's like they have no idea.
The only ones that would know would be like Yoda,
Yoda, Obi-Wan,
Obi-Wan, because they saw. Or no,
Jimmy Smith.
well, Obi-Wan just found out.
no, Obi-Wan.
Palpatine.
Yeah, Obi-Wan
Oh,
just
yeah,
found
then he's
out.
still alive. Well, no, he knew
Actually,
he was
Yoda,
alive.
Yoda doesn't know unless no, he didn't know he was alive. He thought
It
Anakin
says
died.
Yoda on this list. I'm looking at.
Really?
It says Yoda.
I mean, again,
Obi-Wan
it's-
said
But, like,
Obi-Wan
so-
thought Anakin was dead.
Yeah,
So, but did he know Darth Vader was around, but didn't know that Anakin was Darth Vader? Because these are questions I've never thought of until right now. Just for
Everyone-
the record.
on the record, right?
Yeah, for the
For the record,
Yeah.
everyone in my and BK could rifle this off in the chat. Everyone thinks that Anakin dies on Mustafar on the side of that river.
really wow.
On the side of that river. Is that Mustafar? I think that's Mustafar.
Yeah, that's Mustafar.
Yeah. And he
Damn.
dies on the side of the river.
That's
No one
wild.
knows that. Like
yeah.
so. No, and I don't think anyone questions the Emperor at all about
Ye-
anything.
Yeah.
So the Emperor has a new assistant, and his name's Lord Vader, and he's in a giant helmet.
That's just what's
You're
up.
not fucking asking
Yeah,
any
yeah.
questions. Because
Wow.
if you do, you know what? Boom, you're dead. That's
Yeah,
how it was
yeah.
going. You know what I mean? So that is that.
That's
I-
so wild to me. I mean, it makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense.
The only way that Yoda would know is that at this point, and maybe we'll see this, is that Obi-Wan has some kind of contact with Yoda in the next 9 years to tell him before Luke goes to train in. Because it does, you're right. Luke does seem to know, or Luke, my bad. Yoda does seem to know when Luke tells him, like, oh, you know, Vader's my dad. He's like, yeah, I knew that. You know, so you are right. Like, I guess Yoda did know, but when the fuck does Yoda find out? Because
I've got a theory on that. So I don't know if this has been explained or not, but the way the Force seems to me, right? Like Vader knew instantly when Obi-Wan's Force pops on. He's like, I haven't felt that in a minute. I bet that Yoda and Obi-Wan, well, maybe apparently not Obi-Wan because he turned himself off. But like, I'm sure Vader's energy feels like Anakin's energy, but just like poisoned. So I'm sure Yoda is like when he's like reaching out and feeling into the universe, he's like, oh, I feel Anakin just brewing as Darth Vader. And maybe Obi-Wan didn't know because he's like, I'm not doing that. I'm not turning my Force things on because of this Order 66. I'm hiding. I'm keeping my head down. So maybe it's something like that. Like maybe if you know, if we were both Force sensitive and you popped off, maybe I could be like, oh, that's tubes. I can feel tubes. You know, like, so I wonder. He sensed too much fear to train back in Star Wars.
Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking too. Wow, that's interesting. The other person I saw on this list that does, I think they did already establish in, was what's her name? Rosario Dawson's character. Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah,
Ahsoka.
she has to know, yeah.
Yeah, she finds out in Star Wars Rebels Season 2 or whatever.
That's so weird.
Yeah, so Ezra knows and stuff too. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Wait. The galaxy finds out between Return of the Jedi and Force Awakens. So no one, I think what BK is trying to say here is no one really knows until after Return of the Jedi and Luke Skywalker starts, I guess, telling the story of
Makes sense.
almost trying to spin the positive story of his dad, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That he helped at the end or whatever.
Yeah.
Interesting. Wait, does that say Grand Marv Tarkin? He knew?
It says in the books he figured it out.
Okay, well, he's a high-ranking. That would make sense that he would have figured it out.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like
Yeah.
that's a hard one to debate.
Exactly.
But it says that. Wait, go back up, like, because I forgot he's technically still alive. Darth Maul knows too. Clone Wars Season 7 strongly suggests that Darth
it is
Maul
unknown
figured
whether
out
Maul, yeah.
Anakin's fate. Huh. Interesting. That's definitely a BK thing. BK probably know more about that. Well, yeah. I mean, shit. I feel like we
Don't
have we
you
done a really long episode tonight, or what?
Don't you think?
Yes.
So wait,
How long we gone, Jerry?
A minute, an hour and 10
Okay.
so far.
I say we say fuck the tier list tonight. Maybe we could do that another night. We went on for too long with our earlier shit. Maybe we'll take a look real quick. Who knows? What are you gonna say, Nick D?
Something about Vader. I don't know. Oh, wait. I don't know. I think I'm getting my timelines mixed up. Because I think I was gonna. I don't even know what I was trying to. Like there was something about Han Solo, but I was like, obviously not Han Solo. Oh, wait. So, I'm just confused on my timelines here.
Yeah.
Is Darth Maul ever alive when Vader's alive? Or is Darth Maul long dead by the time Anakin is Vader?
I think Darth Maul is still alive.
Because he has robot legs in Han Solo. That's where that's the furthest along I've seen
Han
him.
Solo.
Yeah, in the movie or Solo. Remember at the end?
He does make an appearance. In
He's
Solo.
he's got those robot legs,
So
which
yeah,
does place him.
He's definitely alive then, because Darth Vader's already the Empire's already going. Those are stormtroopers.
Yeah.
Remember in Solo, those are stormtroopers, not clone troopers. So it's full blown.
So don't you think it's kind of, and I get it, he's a bad guy now, but we're talking about a team of bad guys. Don't you think just on general principle, Vader, not even Anakin, Vader would go kill Darth Maul? Just because, like, I don't like you. I don't like, even though we're on the same side now, like, it just kind of seems that, like, you'd think Vader would be like, you know what? Even though I hate Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon, I'm going to go clean this up right quick.
These are deeper questions that we need BK to be.
Yeah, because that seems weird to me. Because, like, why would there be love between Darth Maul and Darth Vader?
Yeah. We'll have to come back to that.
Yeah, even though they're both Sith.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't know. Well, all right, let's just end this whole fucking Obi-Wan thing. So far, we're at the halfway point of the season. What's your opinion?
I really like it.
Looking at it, what tier?
Well, I mean, I definitely think it's in the running to be the best Disney Plus Star Wars show. Like, you know, I was talking to Jarrett like when this first came out. Like, I really have liked episodes 1, 2, 3, but I think episodes 1, 2 of 3 of Mando and Boba Fett are also like the best. So again, I have like a little bit of a worry. I'm like, man, Kenobi is going to start so strong, and it's just going to peter out, and it's not going to be bad, but it's just going to give me an ending where I'm like you said, it'll end on a cliffhanger, and I'm like, man, I really liked that show, but the ending like didn't land for me. So that's the only thing I'm worried about, because so far I'm loving it. But having said that, I also think the first 3 episodes of Boba, bangers. First 3 episodes of Mando, like these shows come out so strong. They don't always stick the landing in a 10 out of 10. Maybe it's like an 8 out of 10. Maybe it's a 9 out of 10 or whatever. So yeah, I'm holding out hope. I'm hoping Kenobi is like the first like back to back to back to back great.
Yeah.
But and I think it has. I think out of all of them, I think it has the most potential. I mean, just Ewan McGregor alone, and like there's a great cast in this show, but you don't even need them because he's holding it down. He's doing such a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree 100%.
Yeah.
Jerry?
It's good.
Yeah.
Sound work on it, fantastic.
Say that again.
The sound work
sound
on
work,
it, fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll check back in 3 weeks from now.
Yeah.
We'll do the final, or after the show's done, we'll do another episode talking about the last 3 episodes and summing it all up. This is just kind of our halfway point of the Kenobi show. All right, Jerry, what tier list do you got tonight? What do we got? Let's do them quick. We're already going a long time.
I don't know. They're way too big.
Wow.
I don't know like any of these guys.
See, they
Yeah,
didn't, you know
that's
what
the other
sucks
thing.
is they don't do one where it's the last thing says like don't know.
Yeah. Do canon Jedi Sith. Let's just. What is that? Oh, that was that one. Okay.
There is a short one somewhere.
Can we do movie Jedi? Let's just limit it to the movie.
Yeah.
Live action Jedi.
Live action. That's got to be it. Yeah.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
a lot more doable.
Let's run it.
There's still a couple. I don't know who that is though.
That first guy I don't recognize for being live action.
D tier will be. I don't know who that is.
Yeah,
oh my god, dude! I don't know so many of these.
D tier, that first one off tops. The second one is God, it's the female. Yoda.
Yeah, it's
Yaddle.
Yeah, Yaddle.
Yaddle. I'll give it a C.
Is she strong or something?
I don't know.
Yeah.
She's at the Jedi. She sits at the Grand Temple or whatever at the circle situation.
Yeah.
She's
Good point.
actually in Lego Star Wars too.
Sick.
She's in like the Jedi Temple. She has like a mission you can go up and do with her. Oh, you know what, Jerry? Let me do one thing. I'm gonna switch up the camera angle real quick, so that the tier list is
There you go.
the tier list is big. And where is the zoom?
Right
Boom.
there. Boom.
All right. Oh, we're looking up Yaddle. Yeah, Yaddle. Yep. I definitely knew that was the name. That makes it, that fourth image made it seem like she's gonna appear on the Ahsoka show.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what that image is, but that looks like there's some rumor that she'll be on the Ahsoka show. The Emperor.
I bet she is.
The
I think
Emperor
that's.
is definitely got to be top tier. I mean, he has to be. How is he?
I
not
feel like
S?
so many of them are going to be S. Yeah. Darth Maul S.
Nah, Darth Maul is B at best.
No way, dude.
Yeah, because he got cut in half like a bitch, dude.
I hear what you're saying, but still, just think about like the effect he had.
Here's the effect he had on me.
Yeah.
I was so fucking pumped before that movie came out.
Yeah.
And after I saw it, I was bumming.
Yeah.
B for bumming.
I can dig it.
He can't be A, dude, just because his on-screen, I don't give a shit what he's done in the cartoons, BK. His on-screen actions do not warrant an A. I'm sorry, Nick D. I got to put my foot down on this.
I think that's
Got cut in
fair,
half.
but it feels like he's
jammed down a hole.
It feels like he's getting done so
Can
dirty.
I also say one other thing right here?
Yeah.
He couldn't even kill Qui-Gon with one strike. Most other Jedis, when they swing or hit somebody, they die.
That's true.
He hits Qui-Gon. Qui-Gon's still alive long enough to tell Obi-Wan to do a bunch of shit after he dies and
That's
shit.
true.
It's ridiculous, dude.
That's true.
I was so psyched off of fucking Darth Maul, and he just let me down. Now, if they could make up for him, but then he dies again to Obi-Wan. He dies twice to Obi-Wan.
Yeah, see, I don't know how it goes down in the show.
In the cartoon, I haven't even seen it. BK's told me about it. I think in that final season they just did recently of the Clone Wars, they have like a 2-episode arc where he like comes back and tries to like sneak up on Obi-Wan, and they battle it out again, and
he gets
Obi-Wan murks him for the final time.
Wow.
Yeah, it warrants you. We'll get to it, but I think what it says is that Obi-Wan is the total S tier.
Yeah.
You know, we could just
you could just
bump Obi-Wan all the way up to S right now off tops. Jerry, let's just do it because that's where he deserves to be. He's in my opinion too. Maybe this is the show, but he's in front of the Emperor because the Emperor's plans fail.
That's true. The Emperor is a loser.
Yeah, at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I only put him on S because I don't want to hear BK bitch.
Cool. I mean, power-wise, is S.
That next guy, I do remember. I actually remember all of these kind of, except for the dude after Dooku. I don't remember him.
Yeah. I remember that race.
That guy was cool. He was in the battle in the second movie when Jango gets his head chopped off.
He's in that one PlayStation game I liked.
Honestly, but the rest of these, like, I think that guy, you know, CCC. Dooku's definitely a B.
You don't think even Dooku's an A?
Dooku might be an A. That other guy I don't know, so he's in fucking we'll put Dooku in A. I'll put Dooku over Darth Maul.
I think Dooku over Darth Maul is fair.
His on-screen battle, he fucking does work.
Yeah,
more
he's
than,
like the duelist. Yeah.
That other guy I don't know, so he's a fucking D. I mean, they used the best image ever of Luke. That's literally my favorite Luke. That's a super S tier. That's above S tier.
Yeah.
That's in super S tier.
Over Obi-Wan?
Over Obi-Wan.
Over Obi-Wan.
Over Obi-Wan. All black Luke with the green lightsaber is the ultimate in my book. The ultimate.
Yeah. I can dig that.
Yeah.
I can dig that.
I don't know. Qui-Gon's a A at best.
Yeah.
I might B-list his ass.
I
you know
mean,
what?
Yeah.
Fucking B-list that dude. He causes behind Darth Maul too, because Darth Maul killed him. Jerry.
It does kind of feel like Qui-Gon gets a lot of
Qui-Gon caused all this bullshit. He's the one that bringing Anakin in all
That's
the
true.
situation anyways.
Yeah. That's true.
None of this would have happened if it wasn't for him.
That's true.
You know, I'm sure there's cool Qui-Gon stories from before. Like when he's raising Obi-Wan. I bet there's badass stories. There's got to be.
It just seems like Qui-Gon gets a lot of credit for being Liam Neeson. I think when people are like, I really like Qui-Gon, I think they're saying, I like Liam Neeson.
Yeah. S tier for Ahsoka has to be. She's the ultimate. And she's not technically a Jedi before BK writes that in the chat. I think she's like
a Ronin or something.
She quits or something and it's like, I'm no longer one. But we'll S tier. Rey is an A tier.
Yeah, and Kylo. I think Kylo and Rey are the exact. I mean, I almost actually might even put Kylo. I mean, part of me wants to put Kylo at S, but it's like
I'll let you put him in A. I won't let you put him in S. I was gonna say B, but I'll let you put him in A.
I like Kylo. I think Kylo's.
He's
dope.
definitely after Rey. Yeah. Anakin, top of A. Anakin was kind of a whiny bitch, to be honest.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
What? Be that fool, Jerry. B him. Top of B. He was a badass kid, but like he was kind of a bitch too. So cry a lot.
Yeah.
Darth Vader is obviously A. I mean S. My bad. I don't know why I said that. I'd put him after Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan kind of plays him. And if you look back on it, Obi-Wan kills quite a few motherfuckers. Like, he's involved in all the heaviest hits.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't know the next dude.
That's the dude they're talking about when...
Oh, when he rubs the hand?
Yeah, when he's like, when you're blind, sometimes you see the most or whatever it was.
Yoda's obviously S.
Same with Mace.
Mace Windu's obviously S. Mace Windu might be lower S. But I think Mace Windu has the potential, if we could get a show or something going here, Disney, has the potential of becoming like top S for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure.
Huh? Where do you want Yoda?
Yoda's fine where he is. He fits above, you know. Because I'm taking story arc really into account for all of this. Those last two dudes, I remember both of them. Obviously,
Eddie Moon's a piece of shit.
That shot's from like right before he dies.
Yeah,
if I'm
yeah.
not mistaken.
That's like literally
That's
him
like-
looking at the stormtroopers.
Yeah,
clone
yeah.
troopers.
No, you know what? I'll bump that dude. He's also in Beaks will correct me. He's got some cool, I think, story arc in.
Yeah, he's a good bad guy.
No, he's a good guy.
No, he's a good guy, but he's a sociopath. He like fucks up a bunch of Wookiees and shit. Like he's one of those dudes that he took the Jedi teachings to like a weird place.
Where is that in the books or something?
No, it's in. I think that's in like Rebels and shit. Like, or not Rebels.
Oh, bump him.
Yeah, like he is dope, but he's like a cool bad guy because he's like if a Jedi.
Oh, bump him down, Jerry, not up. No,
it's
no,
like
no,
yeah,
down,
like
down, rate him. Yeah.
he basically
No,
like
to C. He can't go to D.
he's detached, like like the Jedi thing of no passion. He has no like he doesn't care about life or death.
Really,
But-
that's interesting.
yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That must be the Clone Wars, not
Probably,
Rebels.
Yeah, I don't know. I watched a YouTube video about it.
Interesting.
But he's
what about
really
this guy?
interesting.
This guy also, I thought,
This
was in
dude's dope
Rebels.
as shit. Yeah, this was one of the best games in Plo Koon. I don't know. I'll put him at like B or C or something because it's like what is he? What is he in? Like it's like all like movies and Clone Wars and video. Like it's all stuff I haven't seen, but I like his design and I really liked him in that video game.
He was in Clone Wars for sure.
Yeah.
I think he had some story arc or something.
He's got one of the coolest alien faces. He
I
looks
really
like a
need to go
bad
watch
guy. I think he's also super strong.
That shot right there is once again right when Jango gets his head chopped off.
Yeah.
Two or three of these shots are all from like the same fucking
15
situation.
minutes, yeah.
Like the other two next to Yondu or Yaddle, my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, both those are and that guy are all. If you look, that's like they might be lined up. They just cut it. Yeah,
You can put all their backgrounds together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mace Windu's like in between all of them, but they didn't want to do that. They didn't want, so they got the scene from
The
when
Emperor scene.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he calls out the Emperor. Totally, yeah.
He can't be allowed to live. Or what does he say? He says something. That scene right there. He says something really cool. I
Yeah,
forget
yeah. He's about to strike him down and
Yeah.
stuff. That scene's awesome. Then Anakin, comes in the room, and we all know how it plays out. Wow, yeah. I mean, look, I'm not like. There's so much. When I love Star Wars, there wasn't this.
This lineup. Yeah. No.
It has grown so much, especially in the last few years.
Yeah.
It has grown so much, you know. And a lot of these characters that we saw for a millisecond in episode 2 or 3 got flushed out with big storylines in Clone Wars, the cartoon.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I just didn't watch that. I watched some of it, but I just watched it religiously to be able to bust out knowledge on all of them.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, that seems like a pretty good tier list. I think that they are missing Finn, personally. I think
There's so many, and
well,
but
I'm just saying
yeah.
for like in the big 6 or 9 movies, they really established in the last film that like, well, they're missing Princess Leia. I kind of find that to be douchey because they pretty much told us all she has the Force.
Yeah.
She flew across the fucking space and shit.
Yeah.
Put her on the list here, guys.
Yeah.
And then the next one will be Finn. I felt like Finn had definitely was Force sensitive. Then again, I guess we are saying Jedis, so I guess you have to be
Trained.
officially given like
Yeah.
permission to be called that.
It's probably like you can't be a Jedi without being a Padawan.
Yeah, I'm
It's
sure
probably
someone will
something like
correct
that,
me on all
yeah.
this right now. But I still say then Ahsoka, like I'm pretty sure she revoked the whole situation.
Yeah.
She shouldn't necessarily be on the list. I also like how the
And
image
Grogu,
of,
where's Grogu?
yeah, that's live action.
Yeah.
That's live action.
Yeah.
He still hasn't been trained either though.
He's a Padawan, you're right.
Yeah, and he pretty much chose to go. No, he's more of a Mandalorian than now a Jedi. It'll be interesting to see
yeah.
where his story goes
Yeah.
because he said no to Luke and left. So we'll see what happens there. That was a fun tier list though.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jared, for finding that. And that was good.
Hell yeah. Thank you.
I know that was difficult because there's a lot to choose from.
So many Jedis, it's wild.
Yeah, the books and the comics. I mean, you think about it, Jared. When you go back and reflect on episode 2 or 3, when they're at the Jedi Temple, I mean, there's crazy amounts of Jedi just walking around, just kicking it, right? And even when they do the Order 66 in Revenge of the Sith, they show kind of like a highlight reel of Jedis getting killed on all these different planets.
Yeah.
Which is where that one guy's getting killed right there. So there was tons of them at one point.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's the ones that we know. There also, if I'm not mistaken, was the OG Jedi Temple shit
Yeah, I mean they have an
Um,
ancient, like
yeah.
religion thing.
And there's
yeah,
books and stuff on that where there's like even more.
Yeah, you go to some of those temples in that Fallen Order game. You go to like some like old Jedi stuff. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I recommend that game. That game gets cheaper every
I
couple of
recommend,
months. You guys should get it.
Star Wars Skywalker Saga by Legos.
That went on sale the other day. I was actually looking at
Yeah,
that.
check that out. All right, guys. Well, that was a fun episode. I think we went pretty long tonight. We were all over the place there at the beginning, but we kind of brought it all together there. We did a little Obi-Wan review-y. We all seemed to enjoy that. We did a little Jedi tier lister.
Hour and a half.
Hour and a half show. Not bad. Not bad. I mean, we really tangented there at the beginning. I don't even remember.
Yeah, what was it?
We were going all over the
Yeah.
place.
But what we had watched and
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
what we
yeah,
watched.
yeah.
What we watched.
Yeah,
Yeah.
spiraled.
Yeah, it spiraled.
Yeah.
Yeah, we spiraled. Like a nice ham.
Oh,
Honey Baked Ham, please sponsor us.
yeah.
Dude, a nice ham just sitting here on the table.
That'd be
Fuck,
luxurious.
dude, that's the
Yeah.
sponsor I want.
Yeah,
Honey
yeah.
Bake.
There you
And
go.
they could throw in that nice mustard. They got the greatest mustard there.
Yeah.
That champagne mustard. I fucking love that. Bro, it's so good. Dude, that mustard's so good. It's like a honey mustard, Jared. It's like sweet, but it's not too sweet. Dude, it's...
I love a good honey mustard.
Yeah, I've never had it.
Every year I buy that shit, and it's gone pretty quickly.
Is it just a seasonal thing?
Well, I mean, I only go to Honey Bake.
Oh, I dig what you're saying.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
I could just pull up just to get the mustard. I
Yeah.
haven't done that. I should.
Where is it?
Honey Bake?
Yeah.
It's right past the Brendan. Where,
So it's like up the
where that
str-
Euro spot that Fats used to like.
Dude, that place was dope.
Yeah.
Yanni's?
Yanni's, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right over there.
That was a good. That was
Yeah.
a good Euro.
Well, anyways, everybody, thanks for joining us.
28 on to
28.
29.
Next week, we'll either do Top Gun and then we'll do our favorite plane movies or something as the tier list. Snakes on a plane.
Snake, and what's that?
Well,
Han
Air
Solo
Force One.
Yeah. I was like, what's the Han Solo one? Yeah. Air Force
That's
One.
got to be top.
Yeah.
Get off my plane. What is
Get- Is that? It's Get Off My
Yeah.
Plane, right?
Yeah, get off my plane.
Yeah.
He kicks him, whatever. That's like the
Yeah.
famous scene. Fuck, man. Top Gun 1, obviously. I don't remember the good scene from that. But.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what other movies have planes. What's also a plane movie?
There was that Star Wars, or that
Oh.
George Lucas one, Red Tails.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
pretty cool.
And then Die Hard 2, right? Isn't that a plane movie?
Die Hard 2 takes place at an airport.
Airport.
Yeah, well, we'll do this next week, and we'll
Yeah.
make our own.
We'll figure it out.
Maybe we'll have to make our own tier list of plane movies.
Hell yeah.
Well, thanks everyone for checking it out. Oh, fuck, dude. We almost skipped it. Here, let me do it real quick. Let's see what comments we had last week on last week's episode. I don't think we had any.
There weren't any.
There were 0 comments, Jerry?
Yeah.
All right, there were 0 comments on last week's episode. So we won't be doing that segment. That's a great way to end. And everybody, if you could, leave a comment on this episode and we'll talk about it next week. Preferably a question.
There you go.
Yeah. And you win a prize. I don't know what
They
the
can't
prize
see
is.
my
but you win a
background,
prize.
but they should try to guess it.
What?
It's obvious to us.
Oh.
'Cause
Jer- I
we're
see what you're saying,
boomers.
Jer.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, do you want me to pull you up and then show you and then see if they could guess it?
I think they can see it.
No, I don't think they can see it.
It's not. Yeah, it's not popping up.
So there. Okay. If you make it this far,
That's such a weird angle
In
of
the
it, too.
show.
You never see
um,
the camera's never in that angle, and also it's flipped. Oh, because of Jer, that's a mirror image. Yeah, because we're looking at Jer's zoom.
yeah, that is weird. That's
Yeah.
all right.
Or should I flip it the other way?
No, that's
So
fine,
then
Jared.
it's- Well, I'm just saying for future
Oh, maybe.
reference.
All right. So win a prize. Tell us
I
what this
see
is,
now.
and
It is flipped.
we will send you something cool. All right, guys.
Have a good
Everyone have a
night.
great night, and let's go Warriors.